All right, let's stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for a great day and traveling mercies and allowing all of us to make it here safely tonight, Lord. And I say you just watch over us and let us have a great meeting and be able to discuss how we can improve the wonderful land and the green space that you created for us, Lord, and be able to shine it all back towards you in your heavenly name. Amen.
Yeah.
Roll call. Once again, we have Brian, Christian, Chris, and Brenna, with Robert and Randy absent. You said our treasurer's report is the same as last month?
Yes, the $36,890.50 with all the appropriations, just like I presented last month.
Okay. Did that transfer of funds?
Yes, she's working on that right now. She always works on that year end, so
Okay.
it'll be all balanced out.
All right. Questions regarding finances? You two?
I did not.
Yeah, and then the minutes also.
Oh,
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And financial report?
Motion to approve the financial.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Vote approved unanimously. No guests, so old business. I'm assuming that Joey's still working on the signs and.
Yes, and as soon as they get done, then they're going to go to Jeff Hurst, and Jeff Hurst is going to build the signs, and
Okay.
then he said they'd help put them in, and I believe Rudy's going to help him.
Okay. See that R is not working on my keyboard. Toy cook sign.
Well, I know it's been taken down because I think Joey got a phone call today to take it down, and so I think Paul took that down today, and then we're just waiting on Joey because Joey had all the template and everything. Now, I think that you guys want to keep the sign exactly the same.
We want to keep it exactly the same. I have not talked to my wife or her siblings. I had an idea of if we're going to be putting a bigger sign right there, could we not, in a way, kind of incorporate it with the big park sign as well that we're going to be putting right there? That way, instead of having two separate, we just have one full, like whether it's like on the bottom or up top listed.
Oh, you mean because we'd be putting one of those big signs there?
Big signs there.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think that's up to you, the four siblings, yeah. Because it would be good to put it, because it's on a metal post now, it'd be good to at least put it on a wood post.
And that's what Joey had came to Paul, talked to Paul about, and Paul told me. So I never got a chance to talk to Joey and hear his idea fully out. I think he brought it in front of the town council at the last meeting. We
mentioned it, yeah, because that it needed to be fixed. And I think he said that he had talked to Paul, and Paul wanted to keep it exactly the same. But I mean, yeah. So, but I mean,
if that's replacing the existing sign, you want to keep the sign the same.
Yes.
But if you guys wanted to incorporate it onto the other ones, I mean, just have to get with Joey, make sure he made a sign
bigger, wouldn't it? A little bit. Like
well,
you wanted to go post to post.
I don't know.
I know Joey mentioned to me that it'd be kind of a little bit different design because of the size, that it would make it look a little bit different. But I mean, if the kids would like that and make it a little bit bigger, incorporated with the other sign, with the wood and everything like that.
better with 2 posts instead of 1, or they can't bend it.
Yeah.
Well,
If it's
yeah,
post to
I'll
post.
say,
Yeah.
all the new ones are gonna be
Yeah.
2 posts. Yeah.
I have that idea. I'll run that by Jessica when I get back home,
Okay.
and I'll have her draft up, or I'll draft up a text and send out to siblings and say
Okay.
I'll need an answer or idea or opinion sooner
Yeah.
than later, so we'll
Okay.
go back up.
And then if you can let me know what they want, then,
Yeah,
you know.
I can shoot it into an email
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay.
You said Paul Brewer took the old sign, or who?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Joey had told me today, that Paul went down and took down the hold sign.
Okay. That's what Jessica just asked, if we could try to make sure somebody in the family grabbed that before, without somebody just grabbing it. And
Right. That's right.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, I mean, we still have the proofs that Joey sent from the original, so we could look at it.
Yeah. And Joey said he still has it on his computer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But if you guys, whatever you guys want,
Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, and I'll talk to them tonight. Literally
Okay.
had 10 minutes. I had a nice polo on underneath, and I took this off. I was like, yeah, she probably baby's gonna throw up on that. And threw up all over the polo. So, there you go.
Okay. Well, I'll tell Joey to hold off until we hear from you guys.
Yeah, I'll make sure to I'll try to get an answer and get it submitted either tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest.
Okay.
I'm assuming nothing has changed on their ready project.
No, I'm still working with the engineer, and we're drafting up that to go back and forth. But with the holidays, it's kind of, yeah. But we're good. Yeah.
Looking at the minutes, nothing's changed for the netting on the softball field either, I'm assuming. So,
That we had talked about kind of postponing that. Did we?
So had I looked at the minutes, my agenda would have been a little bit different. Let's see. So, do we already have or that's what the engineers are working on, like a plan, a layout of that restroom? Or?
Well, they already got that done,
Okay.
but he's working with John McCoy
Okay.
Engineering, because he does all the civil engineering with this to figure out exactly what the straight line is for the sewer and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, and then we're drafting up the letter because the IEDC and the RDA wants us to submit the letter first, so it's appropriate to send out for.
Okay.
But we don't have to advertise. We can send us under 250,000. We can just email 3 companies.
Okay. I talked to public restrooms at the IPRA conference last week. That's why I was asking, because they had all kinds of, those buildings come in, you get the slab ready, and it's there.
Right.
But I knew what our budget was, and I was looking. I've got a bunch of the paperwork. I've got a bunch of brochures and stuff from them, along with everybody else that was at that conference. But I think the only thing that was in our budget wasn't what we were going for here. So they're not cheap.
The porta pot.
But it was still I think it was really nice, and it had a storage in the back that you can get to the pipe chase and all that. But I think it was only 2 restrooms instead of 4.
Okay.
For the same amount of money. So.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Temple because they gave us the estimate in the first round, and so they said that now the portable ones where they premise at are so much more expensive than just building out a concrete block. So yeah. So
water fountain I had not looked at, nor have I worked on the cables for this.
okay.
Nor the bench. So I might catch up at Christmas when I'm off for a couple weeks of Christmas if the weather allows me.
Well, I know they flagged where they want their bench. down there. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's over in
It's still there.
that corner.
It's still in that corner down
Oh,
there
that corner
near
down there.
East Main and Haywood.
Oh,
Because that's
okay.
Haywood and that's East Main. Yeah.
I thought it was in the other corner.
No, that's the
Okay.
dog park. Or what?
Okay.
Well, I was called the dog park because we talked about it. But that's, because that's the amphitheater.
Right.
So it's down there. Yeah.
Okay. Flags probably won't be there by the time.
Yeah.
Is there a slab already there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not that I remember.
So,
We were talking about.
again, can I operate the tractor?
Yeah, that's right.
We need to have you sign off, which we talked to Jerry Roush, our Shepherd's Insurance. So I just need to create a waiver just so you can sign off and then you can.
Okay.
So I can get that to you.
Okay. Assuming the light up Borden went okay. I seen all the chat ahead of time, but I didn't hear anything afterwards. So.
It went great and it looked good and all the arches and everything. We got so many compliments.
Seen this morning on the way to work.
Yeah, driving down looked fine. I thought it looked good.
Yeah, we've had so many.
Really good.
And there were several people talking about different shades of white, but I didn't really know.
Well, and what the problem is I've talked to him and Faith's a buyer. She works for Lance and everything like that. And she said what might be ultra white last year because of tariffs and changing companies and stuff like that. It can be the same UPC, but it doesn't match.
Right.
So, and that's what
I didn't
he,
really. So when I went to work this morning, I just kind of looked as I drove by. I didn't really notice.
That's weird. What warm white and ultra white, clear white, LEDs. They all.
Plus, there's
Right.
enough. There's enough color.
right.
Like the trees were colored, there's enough of that you don't really notice.
No.
If it was all white, you'd probably notice it.
Yeah.
But since there's different colors and stuff, you don't.
Well, the ground white is all one color. Then the post with the trunk trees or tree trunks are all one color. And then Haywood out front,
Oh, yeah, you can't notice that.
yeah, is that.
They're all,
So,
I mean, because one's shade or one line plugged into another where it has colors that you
yeah,
might see
Everything
that.
that was different colored white was all
No different
grouped
thing.
together.
right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And so I talked to him because, we had $7,000 this year, the park did, or the Friends did. So, he added as much because the problem is he looked at me and he goes, where do you want me to add them? Because you don't have bushes, you don't have railing, you don't have fencing. So he goes, we've added, and so he saw on Pinterest where you could do the arches, and so he built them all. So they're ours, and he'll store them, but he wants to expand them,
Good.
yeah.
Put
So
a little one in.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it, it looks good. Part of me even had thought of, like, what can we do to grow it even more?
Which
Yeah, there's do the Rudolph run and just send back in Charlestown and people with all Jeff and all.
Which he did get us in contact with his wholesale buyer to give us the same deal. But you know how you have the flat lights, that's Santa and stuff that they prop up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He said we could do stuff like that. And so, like what might cost the average person $1,600 or something like that, he said that he can get us a price for like $700.
Okay.
So he's getting us contact so we can see how much of that we can get to add to that next year.
Like those different little scenes.
Yes, the little different scenes. So that'll help us since we don't have bushes, railings, fencing, and stuff like that. So that'll add more lights.
I'm
So,
supposed to go with the area park superintendents to dinner Thursday evening, and then we're taking a tour of Charlestown. So, like we're meeting in Charlestown and eating up there somewhere, and then taking a tour of the park.
oh, cool.
So,
I don't know if they live there.
I think it's this weekend
Because
because they have that market or something.
I think it's after Thanksgiving. They
Yeah.
were there like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I wish we had their budget.
so I'm going to the playground safety inspector course this week, so I'll be gone for 3 days. That thing's terrible.
Oh, we saw his face there, didn't we?
Well, if you did that, it's something you could
I should have.
Brian Everett said that course is terrible.
Yeah, we'll make sure we send him the link.
Yeah. So is there anything else that we need to? There's nothing in the minutes, so anything with the friends that we need to address? Or?
So the Friends, we ordered the sensory walk stuff because we got $3,200 from the Friends, $3,200 from Wood Car Foundation, and $3,200 from the Lions Club.
Right.
So that paid for all that. So if you guys would like to pay for the installation, and David Churchman, who's done it in the past, he said it would be $3,000 to install them. I don't know if it's something that you guys want to look at, if you guys want to install them, or if it's something, you know what I mean, since it's just panels, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I know we paid to install them last time.
Yeah.
You see how quickly I'm getting this other stuff done, right? I have no problem with putting it in, but I don't know when it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's up to you guys. Because if you want to put them in ourselves, I can help you with it. If you don't, then we're going to have to pay for it to be installed.
Well, and my question, if I could just ask a question, is so they have to be put in with concrete, right?
Yeah.
So is it going to be warm enough by the time, because the middle of December is when that's going to be shipped to us.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be warm enough for us to, do that task?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an issue.
well, we don't have water down there. The fountain don't work, right? Or the hydrant don't work.
I think they've
Like,
winterized everything. Yeah.
So it would have to be a spring project, or I don't know what option you have. If you can't concrete freeze.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can pour concrete and get that.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to cover it up.
Just cover it up.
I didn't
Just
know.
cover it up. I mean, if you got the water there, you have to,
We talked about those foam bags at one time, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of experience with those things, but I mean, they put telephone poles up with them. They got to be a little something.
They've worked great on our deck.
Yeah,
Our deck is
I
a
mean,
massive deck, and
But you're not out there jerking on your
no.
on your poles.
No, the grandkids aren't old enough to do that yet. So
I would say if we want it done right and on their time, and they would all be the same and support, everything's done right. I would make motion to spend $3,000 for installation.
I was gonna say, I
Who
mean,
knows when we could
What
all.
we got? 36.
yeah, that's it.
36.
When can we all get to it?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're right.
I know we've got, like, we're getting ready to be in the heart of girls basketball season, right?
With everything happening.
So, plus, I mean, by the time springtime rolls around, I think we're going to do a couple, like 2 park cleanup for the fields.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would suggest and encourage and second the motion to spend 3 if they've already done it the first time.
Yeah.
David does good work. It'll be consistent rather than 3 blind mice. Okay. Well, let me rephrase that. 2 people who are handy and 1 blind mice down there doing it, jack it up.
okay.
All right, so all in favor of letting David install on the playground the sensory walk equipment? Aye. All right.
Okay.
That's the only, looking over the Friends agenda, that's the only thing that.
I know they talked about the landscaping around the poles and the benches.
Yeah, put in the rock between flagpole. Is that's something that, wasn't, what's his name, Church Commissioner, wasn't he?
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, he'd put in, it was like 5,000.
775.
Yeah.
What I wrote. From pole to pole.
Oh, you just pulled that off the top of your head?
No.
Wow.
He listens at meetings, doesn't he? Yeah, but I think didn't the Friends hold off on it until?
Friends made a recommendation to wait, to see if they could pay half and we would pay half. Their reservation was it's a little steep, which I kind of agreed, but there was no, I don't know, I guess it depends on what that entails.
Well, it's about,
You know,
it's gonna be at least 12 feet wide.
Oh, yeah, you picnic tables.
Picnic table plus room around the outside of the picnic table to walk around and stay in the gravel, or wheelchairs or whatever, you gotta roll up to the table.
Is it like pea gravel?
Because it'd probably be like an ag lime or something that packs down real hard,
Oh, yeah.
It'll almost be like concrete once it's there for a little while.
Kind of same stuff on the trail. Similar.
It's similar, but that's a little more coarse than what ag lime is. Yeah. Once you get ag lime smooth and it packs down, it's pretty much like concrete. I mean, you have to scrape it to get it to move, And you can roll on it real easy, like wheelchairs can go across it and stuff.
Yeah, that's a little coarser than that.
Yeah. I know it would be 12 to 15 feet wide, and what is that between those poles? 150 feet or so?
Roughly, yeah.
I'd say it's quite a bit of rock to put in there.
And I think they were going to go down 4 inches or something like that.
I mean, you got to dig the sod out, so.
That's why.
Putting any kind of fabric barrier or anything in there.
Yeah.
That stuff's expensive, so I mean that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like why don't we not be that steep? I mean,
No,
do something
not really that wide.
maybe like you talked about when we were looking at tile poles, somebody shot the thing and ash fountain,
Yeah. So the Friends are holding off because of the price, or to see if we're going to join it.
Yeah. At least that's what I wrote down. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? I think it needs done.
I was going to say, the longer we wait,
And it makes
the more expensive it probably will get.
Probably. You guys gonna do this or not? I keep jacking the price up.
And materials go up, yeah.
And to get it done before spring when they start mowing again, it would definitely help them out mowing because they wouldn't have to get around all the tails.
Yeah.
Put the tails on there and forget it, mow around. I'm all for doing it. My only hesitation is how long does this budget, how long do we have that amount?
Well, December, I forget what the budget was for next year. So that's like at the end of the year, then that goes back into the big pot. And we have the budget for next year, but I don't remember. I don't have that
So
in
we
here
have
with me.
this money to spend by the end of the year?
Well, no, you don't have to spend it.
Right.
You know what I mean. But 25,000 of it was for like the sports complex type thing if we needed that. So
Right.
that's you
So
know,
another 10.
it's like 10,000.
Well, that's probably doing it. So is one of the things that if if we're not spending that money, the budget for next year gets cut.
No.
Or it goes down. I mean,
We can roll it over and rolls back into a fund that we can pull from.
Well, see, with the town like this, all this money goes back into the bank. You know, and it's not appropriated.
Right.
And then you have your appropriations, your new budget for the next year.
Okay.
So reappropriate. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I might have the paperwork right over there. Let me.
I mean, I'd like to see that done, though. It makes it nicer for the concerts and stuff. And for mowing.
Do you remember what was the email you're looking at that they work on? Let's see if we can get transferred over.
with what?
Like that amount that that face worked on, like it switched over from. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple that was negative, but you just through those line appropriations, you move it around.
I was just thinking, I mean, like you said, about
57.75.
775.
57.75.
Basically 2,800.
2026.
Ideally, that takes us to around 30 left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After,
And
after,
another 3.
Well,
Yeah, because
there'd be 5 left for stuff like this.
yeah.
Yes.
For the sports complex.
Yeah.
so next year she has ground and repairs and maintenance 5,000, structure maintenance 2,500, equipment 2,500. They left the sports complex 25,000, and then technology at 5,000. Yeah.
So it's basically another, 15 on top of the sports?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
About what we.
Yeah.
About what we had.
Yeah. It looks like the same budget as last year.
40 is what we started at. Yeah. Okay.
And then the utilities it has is at 3,500. So that pays for like the electricity and the water. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not part of that. That's separate.
Yeah, that's different than that. So it's like 1,850.
Okay. That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of wondering. How much of this money we're going to need to
Yeah.
pay the bills and
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we see if maybe we just lower that a little bit? Maybe 2. We'll cover 2, and if the friends can cover the rest. Since we're paying the 3 for the sensory walk.
Well,
But they pay
3,200 for that too.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Also, their budget was.
Yeah. They're
Only.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think that would be a good. Yeah. But that's my.
Yeah, something that covered a little more than we covered.
Proposing that?
I mean, even if we did the full, like, just round it out to have an even number, so to speak, be 29. It's a show of goodwill. I mean, everybody else basically covered the last bit of the century walk for us. All we're doing is then paying the install, so kind of how things up top after that. Needing foul poles and all that stuff, and the cables.
Well, the thing is he might not even get it installed until next year, so you'd be working off next year's budget.
Yeah.
all
The install.
century walk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we pay 2,100 towards the flagpole and gravel and all
And you were saying less,
that. Or
less
you think
than
much?
half, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I see where you're coming from.
I'm just thinking if we want to try to use them to, I mean, with that big complex that the school's building, I mean, that technically frees us up to fill to where we can put another league in there and stuff and grow. And I've seen the post that the youth leagues wanted to branch out and throw another sport out there. And so we're gonna have other stuff, more maintenance stuff, and other stuff to where we'll possibly have to help them out. Do that and get help from friends in those areas. But I mean, it's whatever. I was just trying to be giving.
Yeah.
I know you're the Grinch, but
Ouch.
And wouldn't that go to next year's budget too? Probably.
Yeah.
That's both of those things probably.
Yeah, I forgot we were talking about landscape. Yeah. It's been a long day.
They might be there today. I'm gonna lay off 2 fiber lines today. We don't know what next year's budget is. Or
No, it's the same. It's the same as last year. Plus, I mean, you guys make money off contracts too with like the youth league, and if the school's not ready to move over there, and then you got the Strawberry Festival, and
There's no way that'd be done by spring.
you're shooting for it, but
So what's the number?
If it's gonna go next year, that's 225. And we've already tried 500.
And I'll second 25. Don't pick up the rest.
All in favor?
Yeah, pending
If
the
the
friends
friends
decision,
yeah,
the friends
so pick up
decision.
the
Pick up the rest.
which I know they won't have a meeting until February or January. So
Okay.
Yeah, they completely cancel that meeting. We did, didn't we? All right, you did.
Or did we vote? All in favor? Aye.
All right.
Star Hinge thing. Are we involved at all in that, or?
well, yeah, because you guys are the park board.
Well, I mean, we're not. Just to say, yeah, go ahead and find the money, or what?
He was working on everything. He apparently with Sam Shine Foundation and everything. He just basically has a lot of fun.
Oh, he said-
already done and talking to Bedford Court.
Yeah, he already went up there and picked out stones that he wants for each piece.
But I mean, other than just approving it,
Yeah.
it's
Part of the money he was.
Yeah.
He just needs our support.
yeah.
And the friends made a motion to support it and to help apply for grants and stuff. So
I'll tell him he's doing a good job as he's down there carving it.
well, and I think you guys will be more involved when it comes down to like location, and you guys will have to approve all that.
It just reminded me of scheduling. Are we going to have a December meeting? Would that be?
I would, well, what would be lost?
If it's the 22nd, I won't be here.
I can't be here in 22nd.
I can't be here the 22nd. So I'm proposing that we skip the December meeting.
And so, to be honest, wife did not put on the calendar, but I half listened to her say something about we're doing something on the 22nd.
Assuming we'll pick it back up in January, just to check in.
26th will be the
That
next
is
one.
more, okay.
The only thing else we'd have is trees. So, like the tree project, we need to work on the trees. And, you know, around the amphitheater and such, like where we want tree placement. So,
Okay.
and that would probably be a spring project.
Just
But
deciding where they go? Is that
yes,
what- okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah, we'll have to, probably just have to pick a date and meet down there in the spring and, early spring and see what.
Yeah, creek erosion. We were
Creek erosion
still
stuff.
all of that. So
Yeah, the creek erosion, we're going to have to get a hold of DNR.
yeah, DNR.
So I wrote that down, who's making that contact? You?
Mm-hmm.
Did we have to do anything? Did we figure out, because Jack was talking about Army Corps and Muddy Fork?
Yeah, Muddy Fork didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to touch it, but we'd have to talk to DNR and figure out if we, yeah. So.
I'll tell you a little story after we finish this
Kind of circling back to the sign, like the sign of the basketball court and the other signs. For the security cameras, who are we responsible for trying to maintain and making sure those are in working order? Or who's
The friends, and
Friends.
they're in working order because we can see them from our computer, and I have it on Joey's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
But we can't see that far.
Well, that's all
you know,
that is something that Paul you mentioned when he was here of cameras that we had, like he didn't like the pricing of better and different cameras.
They've all
Were
been
so
upgraded
outrageous.
since then.
Yeah, they were
They've been
upgraded.
upgraded.
Yeah.
Should we look at some point getting more?
Yes.
Probably definitely for the other side, amphitheater.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we don't have anything on the other side, right?
Yeah.
No. And then, in my opinion, I think we need something out by the rock that's like a license plate camera. So at least if we see people movement, and because you can't see that up close, but if they're leaving, you can click it. But like you said, the amphitheater, huh?
Yeah. What do you think about the other ones
Right.
like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to catch anybody that comes and goes.
Yeah. Honestly, I know I've got a connection for a guy that does security cameras and stuff that we could swing ball. And he's doing all that. This company does work for school like Silver Creek and all that stuff, and they're actually just out in California.
Is that what part of that technology fund was for?
Because it'd be nice to even get like internet at the amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was talking to the light guys that put up all the Christmas lights. Then if he could have Bluetooth receivers at each pole.
Yeah.
Well, and they could when Santa gets on stage, we could have the whole park black, and all he'd do is just push an out button, and the whole park would light up. So that would be cool.
Well, just for programs there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Yeah. All the special lighting and things we probably want to do. We're trying to do.
We talked about a PA system throughout the park, that kind of stuff, so people can hear things going on the stage. Especially during a Strawberry Festival, they can't hear that thing.
No.
And I'm sure they're out there, you can get a Wi-Fi speaker.
Well, Nick's already checked into it because he's our little sound guy. And so he's already checked into it, and he's got a proposal he's working up for that. So.
Okay. What is the Strawberry Festival post sign? So it's getting
Oh, yeah, we need to get them at some point soon. Like the I can't talk today. The tire with the
Oh.
concrete in it, with the post sticking
yeah.
straight up, so then we can put two together and put a banner. Like, coming behind Borden Business
You know
Park.
how
How we
old
use.
those things are? They had those things up there when I was a kid. Those were the volleyball net poles, is what those
Okay.
are.
Well, hey, they're going to come down here.
That work. I mean,
Yeah.
that work. I
Uh-huh.
remember rolling those around, you tip them over and roll them.
Uh-huh. Well, it'd be great for even, parking and,
You should have a yearly customer or employee appreciation. I can remember years ago with their cutters.
Oh, that was for that. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've covered everything.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, second. I believe we are all in favor. All right.
Okay.